Ahoy, mateys! It's your boy, Goody Drew. Give me a minute. It's weirdly dark in this room. That was just a scroll. Oh my god. What the fuck? What do you want? My cat's super horny again. He really wants me to like rub my hand on his like freaking head or whatever. But that's what cats are, right? So, yeah. I feel motivated today. This is actually a very rare moment where I actually found myself a TikTok that I actually felt like it motivated me. Like low key, it actually said things that I don't think I hear from not even like other shit, not even like real life. And it's getting me thinking. It's like, I don't know, it feels weird because it's like, of all places, TikTok, and now I'm getting that fucking motivation again. And I don't know, man. I just feel like talking about it because I feel like my entire life, almost always, 24/7, I'm just negative. It's always what I can't achieve. It's like I always have to find ways for me to put myself down in the end. But you know what? I don't know. I guess these videos are the ones that I saw actually motivate me. And you know what? I don't know. It feels like it makes a lot of sense too because it actually is way more stronger than a lot of the negative stuff, which is usually really rare from like my experience, I guess, you know? Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like I was raised to think negatively. Like, I swear, I always, like, when I was young, me and my sister, we always had to be thinking about what we were doing wrong. Whenever we did something or talked to a friend, I would go to my dad, and my dad would tell me everything I did wrong about something this kid was going through that I didn't know about, and because of that, I hurt his feelings. So I always had to focus on that shit. But I don't know, and I guess this is like I don't even know if I'd say it's a quote because this isn't word by word. But if you think about it, all those that focus on the negative stuff, have they really achieved anything? Have they really figured out how to get through life? I mean, yeah, they went through painful shit, but did they snap out of it? Did they rise up out of it the same as those that rose through it positively? No. The ones that snap back into reality, oh, there goes gravity, in a positive way, were way more successful. And I don't know, man. It makes me feel really motivated. Like another thing it says is that like what defines inner strength isn't being able to persevere through things. It's being able to snap back up after it because pain is what makes someone strong, which is very true. You know, like I don't know, man. Like I feel like that makes me happy because if you really think about it, it also says there's many people, but if you really think about it, the ones that are the strongest are those that were able to come back through their darkest moments. And when I really do think about it, yeah, I have a lot of people in my life that I look up to and I look at as role models, but the ones that are the most role models to me are the ones that went through a lot of shit but came back. One guy I knew that was like he lived in an environment where he didn't even have like a father figure, like any figure, and I guess like he was able to try and give himself an education. He's like such a huge role model to me because he's always like able to persevere through times I can't. Another guy is a guy that's always trying to persevere through others actually. Like this guy was like actually my teacher and like I really respect him because I feel like he was always like looking at like I don't even know how to explain it. And I don't really know what he went through, but I feel like I can guess it too. And I don't know. I guess those are like the two like people in my life. But if you even think about it, even people on the internet, like I don't know, man. It just it makes more sense because when you are able to come back through something positively, you come back stronger. You get stronger by being able to go through all the difficulties. Failure is what makes success, apparently. Like, that's what it says. Failure is the backbone of all success, and that I don't know. That's hella fucking motivational. That's like literally for the past several days I've been so depressed. I feel like I try to talk to so many people lots of times every now and then, and almost everyone I talk to I just feel like pisses me off. Like I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like most of them don't really get me, and I'm not trying to sound like a dick. Of course there's every once in a while where there are people that get me, but it just feels annoying because I just feel like people just insult me and I'm always doing something wrong and I can't, like, you know what I mean? And like even when I try to think positive, I always end up doing something wrong. So it's so hard. But then I don't know. So I can't really fight back. So I'm gonna be honest. Though they say you have to try, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I can. Doesn't mean I'm giving up. I just know from my experiences, it's like the pain is harder for me. But I'm not saying I want to give up because actually, today I was thinking about like, like maybe the more I try, the more I stress myself out, then giving up's probably the right option. But I don't know. I feel like this is what makes me feel better. It's having one to look up to. And I think this is what my main point of this video is actually because I'm easily influenced actually. The reason like I'm negative thinking to the point where like any criticism I hear, I take it seriously. And I don't take positive comments unless if they feel like they have a point, an actual point. Which is why I never feel motivated unless if it's like by someone that's like very freaking wise. And that's just rare for me. So even when I do try, I'm not even like trying to sound like I'm hopeless, but this is from my experiences. It's like I always end up reaching my breaking point and I never go further. But you know what does always bring me back up? It's not me. It's not my decision. Like, I mean, sometimes it is my personal decision. I mean, yeah, in the end, it is my personal decision to keep going, but it's always what inspires me or motivates me is this. But I guess this also shows that I'm still, like, negative thinking because, like, even in their mindset, even if you think you can't do it, feeling like trying anyway. And I don't know, man. The thing is that my dad had a trying mindset, but I always despised the trying mindset because it was negative my whole life. He said I always had to try. It was motivational in the start, but then it got to the point where he said trying means doing things you don't want to do. And he'd start making me do stuff that make me feel stressed. I remember he took me to the store once, and I guess like I was really scared because I was afraid to go to the store because I'm afraid of like I have social anxiety. Like I'm actually diagnosed with it. So like I'm not even just like saying that like out of my ass. I'm actually diagnosed with that shit. And my dad was like, "This is something we have to work on." So when we went to the store, he said, "Hey son, I'm gonna. I know you have trouble with anxiety, but I promise you'll get through it." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Here's what we're gonna do. All right, just don't freak out. I'm going to leave the store, and I want you to get all the stuff on this list. All right. I'm not gonna leave the store completely. I'll just be watching from the back. All right. Have fun." And like it didn't sound toxic when he said it, because he's like, and I said I don't want to, and he's like, "I know you don't want to, but trust me. All right. This is the best way. You won't get better unless if you try. And if it's too much for you, just tell me." I ended up getting lost that day in the store for like an hour, and I was like crying. Like I think they found me in like the fucking hall of like one of the aisles. I was like fucking distraught, dude. That was like traumatizing. And afterwards, like even though like my dad is like he meant it was like positive, it just felt like he kept pushing me and pushing me. And when I disagreed, he'd start getting mad. So I just despised it. It's like now I don't even want to try. Whenever I hear the word "you gotta try," even when you don't want to, I think of that because it's so much fucking pain. The amount of shit where he always said I had to try, which now like when I got older, and I'm still not old enough, I guess, but like I'm realizing a lot of the stuff were things I didn't even have to try on. He made me work on things that was just natural fears, natural things that everyone hated in life, such as like making me like feeling like really ice cold water. That's normal. I don't know. I don't know why I'm bringing that up. That one was weird. Like it wasn't painful. It's just like he acted like it was like my life depended on it or something. Because, but like I don't know, man. I just like I'm starting to realize a lot of the things he made me try were just things that was just natural weaknesses for almost everyone, and I just fucking despise it. So I fucking hate it when I hear people say, "I know you want to take a break, but keep trying," because he always said that. But I don't know. Now I'm starting to learn the difference. Yes, it's the same meaning. Like you could say he's similar to these like other like motivational speakers or whatever the fuck you call them. But there's a difference. They want you to try in a positive way. They want you to try where you can make mistakes. All you gotta do is get back up. But if you can't get back up and if you do try, that's all that matters. Like, and I think that's it. It's all believing in yourself. And that's the difference with my dad, is that I would say I was trying and he said I wouldn't. Examples were when I was younger, I was 7 years old, he'd make me do like 10 push-ups a day or some shit. And it was really annoying because I remember some days, he asked me if I did my push-ups and I said I did. But then he said, stop lying to me. And I'm like, I'm not lying. And he said, I didn't see you do it. And I'm like, I did it. And then he got mad at me. And then I'm like, okay, I'll do it now. And he's like, no, it's too late. And then he's like, you gotta try. And there's other times where he tell me, like, you gotta try, son, you gotta try. And I'm like, I am trying. And then I get, like, into trouble because I'm lying for saying I'm trying when I'm not, I guess. And I guess that's what differentiates it. Because though he's saying the same message and doing it in a similar way, he doesn't believe when I need breaks. He says I do, but he didn't. I mean, he's different now. He's changed now. He's much nicer now, actually. But, like, I don't know, man. And I guess that's what separates it. Because when I hear these other, like, motivational speakers, they're literally saying it's okay if you can't keep going. When they're showing growth, they're showing that you're going to make mistakes, even some of the worst mistakes you'll ever think of. You're going to try so hard, but then you're going to fail. But then they're going to be like, that's part of growth. But then my dad is like, you failed. You're not trying. Like, I don't know, man. And I guess, like, that's it. You know, sometimes I feel like I was re-raised because, like his own values, his own expectations has been ingrained in my head that the only times I don't have those values and expectations is whenever I'm depressed or angry or whatever, because I think about it and then I feel like, oh my god, I didn't need to have it or whatever. And then by realizing that all of it was wrong, I snap back into reality and I become calm again. But then my values were set, and I don't know. And the thing is that it feels weird. It's because, like, the realization that, like, his values were wrong, it still feels weird because it's also my values. Because, like, I don't know, it's been ingrained in my freaking skull. I disagree with it on the logical side, but to heart, this is, like, a part of me. And I don't know. So, like, I guess when I say that, like, I can't exactly snap back myself, I'm not trying to sound like I'm, I want to give up. I just don't think I can because it's just been ingrained in my skull. But I don't know, man. Today was hella depressing. Every day is hella depressing. And I know that's the same for everybody. I don't know. I guess it just makes me feel happy, actually. I feel like when I think about my family, because I know I don't want to talk too much about my family, but I feel like there's just so much shit. Like, not that I have trauma, like, okay, that sounds sus, but, like, it's not like I have gone through any, like, really serious things, but it's just, like, even though they were there my entire life, like, they raised me in every moment, it didn't feel like they were there for me emotionally. And, like, I know this is a sign you probably shouldn't say online, but you know what, fuck it, I'll say it online, and if they find out, then that's okay, because I don't think, like, I'm saying anything wrong, but though they gave me a lot of things, they gave me gifts, they gave me clothes, they gave me, like, and they were nice to me, and we had fun, and we played games, and we did, like, almost everything that you'd say a normal family would do. I can't think of a single time where I did something that they disagreed with, and they supported me without, like, negativity. I mean, except for now, I guess. They do that now, but, like, even now, it's still, like, they kind of just, like, but, like, when I was young, there wasn't a single time where they believed me when I told them that I had enough. Actually, the more I think about it, every time I made a mistake, I was criticized. I don't think there's a time when I was, like, 7 to maybe 13 years old where I made a mistake and they'd say that, oh, it's okay. I mean, yeah, they would do that every once in a while, but that was, like, very rare. But I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, almost everything, like, everything I learned has been learned through insults. Like, I think about it more and more. I remember always being compared to my cousins all the time. But what was even weirder is that when I talk to my cousins, because like my dad also raised my cousins, which is like weird. My my cousin said that my dad also compared them to me and my sister. So it's like vice versa. Even though he compared me and my sister to them, saying they were better than us, but then when he talked to our cousins, he'd say that we were better than them. So that's kind of fucking weird. Like, I don't know, man. I remember there's times where, like, I have a specific memory where I want to get a game, but it's like, no, you can't get that. And I'm like, I want that. It's like, you don't want that. And I'm like, I'm going to buy it. And it's like, okay, well, that's on you, bozo. Buy that. You, what? Are you hesitating? And I was just laughing. It's like, okay, like, I thought you wanted to buy that. This game sucks, and if you think I'm wrong, then that's on you. Because, I'm trying to support you. And, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm used to that, but, like, it's, like, that's kind of fucked. Because, like, if I ask my friends the same question, and I ask them, what were some really important things? What's one thing that your parents told you, a very positive thing that stood out the most? They could think of many stories. I mean, like, if they want to. I feel like usually they just can't on the spot. But, like, if it ever came to the moment, I always have friends tell me that their parents sometimes told them, like, really good advice. But all of it was positive. All of it was whenever their kids made mistakes. They're like, it's fine. We support you. But the more I think about it, almost every mistake I made, it's like I was expected to snap back out of it. I don't know, man. I just feel like that's just me. So like I'm thinking about it more, and I think that's kind of like who I am. So like I feel like sometimes I just wish that like I feel like the best way if I were to just be more successful is if I had someone to teach me the positive stuff, because like I don't want to sound weird and I'm scared if they're watching the videos, but like I feel like they were never there to teach me anything positive, anything like that. They taught me a lot of shit, but the thing that they definitely did not teach me was how to support myself. They never told me to support myself in the strongest moments. I mean, they say the words, but it's like, when I think about it, it's kind of almost like for them. I don't know, man. I'm just like thinking about it a lot, and it's like they're nice now, but it's like I don't know. Like it has me thinking. So like when I'm like seeing these motivational stuff, it's bringing me back to the past, and I'm starting to think this is the reason why I can't snap into this motivational mindset, because I'm ingrained in this negative mindset my entire life, and I don't know. I think it's normal, but I don't know. Most of the time I think it's normal, but when I go to school I notice it's not, and I think, okay, it's not normal, but then I go home and they say, no, it's because your school's abnormal. And I don't know. It's like I believe it. I don't fucking know, man. So like, yeah, I'm like stuck in this like freaking crisis. But yeah, as much as I love my family, and like they say they did support me positively, but like I don't want to be rude to them. I just feel like they never came to me and said, you did good, son. There was never a moment where, like, when I was really young. I mean, they do this more now, but like that's all because of the fights. And I guess like I don't want to be rude. They do it now, and I am thankful. But like I feel like it's too late because they didn't do it when I was young. They only started doing it like when I like was like 16. That's when they like stopped doing this. When I was 15, 16, and now I'm 17. But like before that, it was nothing but. So it's just been recent. Now they're really positive. Actually, now they support me. Whenever I do sign and they disagree, they're like, you know what? Good for you. Because of the fights we had. But like I feel like they didn't do that. If 14 and less, they didn't do that. Like I don't know, man. So it just gets me fucking thinking a whole lot. Because I just feel like there wasn't a moment where I did something unless if they thought it was good. But like there'd be times like there wasn't really a moment where I'd say, please trust me, and they didn't trust me. I remember there's times where like I always had to do it their way, and they get mad because I want to do it my way. But then when they were wrong, they get mad at me for not telling them sooner or later because I already knew. And I don't freaking know. Like, I don't want to be critical because I love my parents, but, like, doesn't that feel like a fucked up thing for parents to say their kids? Like, why is that your expectation? Is your expectation for your kids to just know? I don't know, man. This got me stuck. So, like, yeah, that's my video. Yeah. Goody Drew out. Bye.